What's up guys, this is Quante and welcome back to more Let's Play Donkey Kong Country Returns. And you've probably noticed a number of things since this video has started, like the fact that my voice sounds a little different because I think I'm coming down with a little bit of a cold, and this is a re-recording, mainly because of that cold. When I was recording the last time, my voice was just slowly diminishing and I just couldn't go on with the recording any longer. I almost did get to the last level, but it was just sort of like a thing, you know. I couldn't go on anymore. I kept on like tripping up over my words and having all sorts of grammar mistakes because like I just couldn't talk. So I just gotta do this over again. And it's snowing right now, like I said before, so I'm actually having a little bit of time to record. Because like I've been taking the ACT and all sorts of stuff like that, and those are some of the reasons why I haven't been able to record, just mainly because of real-world things. So, I mean, it's good to record now, you know, having all the free time I can to record until, well, people come back home. So, let's just get this over with, shall we? So we are playing as Rambi the Rhino in a fire-based level, which is pretty terrible because that's pretty much the only thing that's ever gonna damage Rambi the Rhino himself is fire. But if you get touched by any of the lava-based things in this level, you're going to die instantly. And they kind of force you to go near these lava funnels because in this one right here in particular, the N comes out right after like it gets done spewing out of there, and it sort of like is a timing-based thing more than anything. And this is sort of like a hard level to actually get the Kong letters in, I'll admit, because none of them are really that hard to get the Kong letters in at all, like many of the levels in this game. So this one is sort of like a challenge when it comes to that, but it's not anything too difficult, and it's a relatively short level. So we are finished. Yeah. But it's time to move on to the much harder levels because this is just a game that just keeps on giving. There are plenty of gimmicks that they've been able to do with the lava and stuff like that in this volcano that we haven't actually seen yet. And I mean, there's plenty of that we've seen already within the 4 levels that we've already done. So, let's just keep on going to Bobbing Basalt. And, well, this introduces the gimmick that the platforms can actually go into the lava and still stay heated, therefore damaging you. And that's no good. So, like this platform right over there, if I was to jump on that right after it came out of the lava, I would actually, you know, take damage. So this game isn't completely unrealistic, other than the fact that we're, you know, a giant fat log trying to get his bananas back inside a volcano, which would never happen. But let's just hope he shares with Diddy Kong, because Diddy Kong is sort of a meat shield when it comes to this game. And well, if he's not sharing his bananas, Diddy Kong's just getting the short end of the stick. And I mean, we don't want that, do we? Diddy Kong's like the coolest character in the series. I mean, we can't be having that, come on. I love you, Fat Log, but you can't be doing that, come on. I've been saying that way too much in this LP. Not to mention Fat Log, and that's been trademarked by the Black Guy Gamer. But I mean, like, Fat Log is pretty much the perfect way to describe Donkey Kong. Describe? Did I just say describe? I think I did. But you know, if you're gonna call anyone a fat log, you might as well call Donkey Kong, because that's entirely the reason why he's going on this giant mission for food. Potassium overload. So, gotta love good old Donkey Kong. And oh my god, I went on this platform. This platform is hard to see. Like, it sort of blends in with the background, but you gotta go on the bottom path if you want to get the letter. So, oh god, I got damaged. Not good. That's no good. And I like this sort of segment right here that they do with the potobos. I know they're not potobos at all, but they sort of remind me of them because they serve the same purpose. And it seems like all of the fire-based enemies are alive, because a lot of stuff that we're going to be seeing later on, it sort of seems like the fire is homing in on you. And while it doesn't have a face like it did in the very first level, a lot of stuff is just going to be homing in on you, and you just gotta stay on your toes. Your toes with an opposable thumb, because monkeys have those apparently. Well, it's not really an opposable thumb, is it? Or just like an appendage? I don't know. I need to stop trying to be scientific, because that's just not me. I mean, you could watch Ace Black videos if you want to be all scientific, but I'm not Ace Black. I'm Quante, 95 at that. Because, you know, all the coolest Let's Players have numbers in their names, even though I hardly ever call myself Quante95 anymore. That was sort of a thing back in the day, but no. I'm just going to leave those numbers out like I usually do, mainly just because of nothing, really. I guess I'm too lazy to actually say the numbers anymore. But this level, it sort of reminds me of the Skull Raft levels from Super Mario World, and you gotta love playing around with those Skull Rafts. Like in Mario Bros. X, those are just like the best things to play around with. Speaking of Mario Bros. X, I've tried to record Super Talking Time Bros numerous times, and it doesn't want to be recorded for some reason. No idea why. Like, I try to record it, and the screen just completely goes black, like if I try to put it in full screen, and it just doesn't really seem like it wants to be recorded, and that's really problematic, mainly because of the fact that I think I probably only had like one video before it was even finished. You know, I was in the special world and everything, so that's really problematic because, like, I know a lot of people, or not a lot of people, but like a couple of my friends and the people who actually developed the game themselves are actually wondering, like, okay, it's gonna be the last video, he's gonna see all the interesting stuff at the end of the game. Well, no. So that's a real shame, but again, you know, I can't really control all the technical issues that I have, so it really sucks. At least I'll be able to finish this Let's Play, though. That's what I'm aiming for doing. And if I could record Super Talking Time Bros, I would. And I've tried numerous times, so I mean, might as well get that out of the way, you know, just in case anyone has been wondering and they've watched any Let's Play besides that one. Well, now you know what's happening with it, you know. Can't really finish it because it's not really my fault. But this is the end of this level, I'm guessing. Yeah, it is. So we can go on to the level before the final boss. And I've done all that in 6 minutes. Most of these levels, as cool as they are, they're really short. So you can get through this world in no time. If you're, like, good at the game, that is. If you're not good at the game, you're going to be spending quite a bit of time on this world, but other than that, it's not really that difficult if you know what to do. If you've played the game as much as I have. And that's sort of a good thing that came out of this Let's Play. You know, being able to play this game again. Because I haven't played it in quite a while. And it's one of those games that's actually, it's not really tough, but it's just, it keeps you on your toes. I mean, it's a lot harder to play than Mario, at least. Not saying Mario's for children, but it sort of has that childlike difficulty, I guess I could say. I mean, like, Mario's one of my favorite game franchises of all time, but I will admit that it is a little bit too easy for me now, and playing every game is sort of like a cakewalk, and I sort of want something other than that to happen, you know? I don't want to breeze through every Mario game that there ever is, you know? I want to be able to at least say I've had trouble with something other than the lost levels, because that was sort of something one of my uncles brought to my attention, you know? He's just like, why do you continue to play those games if you know for a fact that you're gonna have an easy time breezing through them every single time? And, well, he is sort of right on that aspect, but I kinda wish Nintendo would sort of like up the difficulty with Mario, or even put a difficulty setting, sort of like Mega Man 10, you know? Like, if you want the bit game to be easy, it'll be easy because you selected it, you know? If it had that sort of thing like that, and then you could put it on hard mode, and then it'd be like the lost levels or something, and that'd be pretty good. Because, like, Mega Man 10 is probably one of the only current-gen platformers that I've had trouble with so far. Even, like, when it's not on hard mode, you know, you play as Proto Man on normal mode, and it's really, really difficult. Then playing as Proto Man on hard mode is, like, pretty much impossible. And I guess it's not really current-gen, is it? I mean, it came out for the Wii, and the Wii is last-gen? I mean, I think Mega Man 11's long overdue. They should make that for the Wii U, because I like rhyming. Yeah! But we got that over with, so we can actually do the temple level, and if we even have more time than that, we can actually do the final boss. But I think I'll just give that an episode of its own. So, let's go to the 5-monkey trial. So this is not the final temple in the game. Yay for spoilers, because there's another one after this, but it's not the hard. It is the hardest one, not this level, but the next temple. But like, this one in particular does have its challenging moments. But like the title suggests, you are going through a series of trials. And, you know, to do these trials, you have to collect banana coins. So the banana coins are mandatory, and it's pretty much impossible not to get all the puzzle pieces in this level, mainly because they're the reward you get for getting all the banana coins. So, you just keep that in mind. And I almost died. If it wasn't for Diddy Kong right there, I would be dead right now. So be glad that you have him, because you don't get him in this level, so try to keep him around. I think this is probably one of the hardest ones, simply because you have to, like, well, jump on these squids, but I made that look incredibly easy. And if you have Diddy Kong, that's also incredibly easy. But I think this is one of the last ones, and it's sort of weird trying to jump over these things because, well, a lot of walls are going to be getting in our way when we're trying to jump over, well, these saws, and it's not going to be any good at all. So, let's just get this over with, because it's not really that bad in my opinion. But it's because I played the level not all too much, but I sort of already know what's coming, so it's not really that difficult for me. And here's the final one. All of these spike balls are just going to be trying to hit us, but they're not going to. And if you don't end up getting the banana coin that comes out of the chasm right there, you'll actually have to end up repeating a segment that's already happened. But really what you're going to be doing is just jumping back and forth trying to dodge these things. It's really no big problem at all. So, with that, I think this is not the last one. I think we have one more of these to go before we can actually just say we're done with these temple levels entirely. And, well, let's beat the level and get the final pearl. It's red, just like this world in itself, so we got the final one, but we're not going to be able to do anything with these until we actually beat the game. And I want to save that for the next episode. I think we have plenty of time left, but no. I think we'll be doing Tiki Tom Terror in the next episode of Let's Play Donkey Kong Country Returns. So please excuse my stuffy sounding self, and well, yeah, see you next time.